Okay, back to this little fly swatter, bug zapper, portable battery powered project. Picked up some of these hot knife inserts that happen to work like perfectly. Zoom. Yeah, for this this solder. SPG40 copper. There we go, SPG40, and wound up fitting perfectly, so that's great. And I wound up using that with the hot glue gun and the heat gun to make the container. And what I did was I marked out the outline of the zapper, and this was after I bent the angle of that, and also straightened out the sides so they'd fit a little better. So they're bulging out a little too much, and I wanted to make sure that they would fit in the would fit within this outline of the container, which does great. So that's pretty awesome. Sealed that up really well, hot glue on the outside and on the interior to give more structure. And I was thinking I'm going to use this lid, but I bent the fly swatter yesterday, and so I didn't have the heat gun on today. I think I'm going to bend these sides down, that other side, this down also, maybe even the ends down, so I have more surface so I can glue not only with these tips, because originally I was thinking I'd cut slots in the lid, push in, but then I see the surface is pretty close, so I still might, because there's that plane, so there's a little bit of depression, but I think I can just fill that all in with glue and glue it all and have more of a surface. So I have a lid, and use the same lid, recycle. And then basically this is going to be the electronic component section. We're going to have to verify, do I want to do the design where I just add another capacitor? Do I want to do a voltage multiplier circuit? Do I want to have high current and use a larger transformer? I mean, I've got a bunch of transformers. Or do I want to do the larger battery size, which I'm going to already. It's going to be like a 4.2 to 3.7 battery, unless I use for some reason a lithium iron phosphate, and that'd be like a 3.4. I forget what they max out at, 3.7, 3.8. I have to look. I forget. A low end 3.4 battery. So yeah, still got to figure that out. What circuit I want to do, and I'll basically just put that in on the side, and I have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that, because I want to have that mount to the fly swatter. I think I could just use wires and just, pop the lid off, have a plug, because I've got all these different plugs, and there's still wires with plugs, some other wires with plugs that are higher voltage. So, I don't even know scrap pile to desolder. So I did just pick up a Samsung 19-inch flat CRT, but with a flat CRT, and that's got some new components left to work on that next, and so charging up some batteries. Got so many 2-3 packs I've went through, and the batteries are good. See how they discharge and maintain their charge and work in regards to current. But yeah, components. I figure while I'm at it, I'll desolder more before I go through and test everything. And I'll probably test everything before I actually use for any circuits or systems. Though in the meantime, if you know, before I do that, I might as well just go through and test what I've recovered so far. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. All the different, not only high voltage systems potential, radio receiver systems potential too. And I did just pick up today for $4. Actually, I got two of them. One was $5 and one was $4. They're Bauer. I've never seen this brand before, and I don't know. Noble looking or something. Purple, but that yellow does match my cross country skis. It's a little heavier duty for cross country. But they're taller like I like, so I don't know. They don't have the bottoms, but I can modify. I've got plenty from all the antenna designs, so I'm almost thinking I might use those. So I put the other pair upstairs. I use the cross country skis, and I had recently, and I picked up for like $7 a pair of skis, and they've got some in bindings too. The Scots, and they're a longer pole. I was actually going to use those for the cross country skis, and decided now I was going to take it apart, take the handle grip off, and then add in my collection of poles that I have for the disc cone antenna. And man, that brings me up to like what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of the longer lengths. I forget, I think it's like 45 is the minimum length, and then these ones are 38, so I've got like 2, 4, 5 of the 38 inchers, and you know, we got these telescoping 50-inch legs I can still use, and then a mount. And I was kind of wondering, that head, I think I might buy, I found like for $9 I can get one of those that has, emailed to make sure there's a mount, so I can have a mount, so I could like maybe permanently put this somewhere with a camera I can use for surveillance, and then I'll be able to adjust accordingly, and then have a tripod that most likely I'm going to salvage, but maybe I might keep, because man, that is a little, it's definitely a lightweight portable system that I think should be suitable compared to my other heavier duty larger systems, so I might just do that. So I can use my other tripods that are a little heavier duty for radio directional finding or videography. I guess probably not the fluid head. You know, if I have fluid heads for videography and maybe camera work, but I just don't really, you know, surveying basically work, I guess I call it, surveillance work potentially for these directional energy weapons issues that I'm thinking they're more international too, not just a POW, mafia, war criminal, who knows what, international headquartered, like Vatican headquartered, Roman Catholic issues that could be causing, you know, known to be predators, not only sexual deviant, sexual assault and battery, predators that in the state of Michigan should be registered sex offenders, and you know, they're nuisance invasive, home invading, whatever they can invade, not just your body, and they're probably even a worse predator. Picked up too some QD contact cleaner. I figured I wanted to try that for a little, because I figured, you know, like I mentioned in a previous video, the deoxit, I can use a solvent, put in, I'll probably get a different smaller spray bottle, and I can dilute that to have where I can flood basically an area out to rinse off more. Though then again, I was like, I'll get some contact cleaner that so it's not like local, you know, wiping. Get some that I can, you know, flood out the air a little better to rinse basically, and see the difference between my, you know, my rinse mix versus pre-compressed and packaged already system really. So other than that, I don't think there's much new. I got some, I got the little, for the engine, small engine work and hose work, figured the torch cleaners would be good for the small kids, but I saw these for dirt cheap, 2 sets on Amazon. Actually, they're not dirt cheap. They're only like $6, $10. I forget exactly. But it wasn't really dirt cheap. But they're longer than the torch tip cleaners, so I'm thinking that's a good investment for cleaning. Occasionally I do have little holes that I do want to clean out a little better, and even with electronic boards too. Those I think more sorted engine components works. We'll see. 2 sets. I figured I'd leave a set down here and the other set for the toolbox. And other than that, that is the latest and greatest. Hopefully next time I have an update with the bug zapper, I'm going to have that thing zapping. So, oh, and then so the, this one is the one I use. It has a lens on it. Now I picked up another one for 50 cents, and I think that's what's going to go into here, if I don't use a black light version. So I need to look at I didn't bring that down. What do I have? I don't think I like that. It's got the little crank generator. It's better than the shake flashlights. I think that's a little more efficient. So it gives me an idea too. I'll have to think about that. Because I do have solar cells, so I almost could put a little solar cell kit on there. I have to think about that though. It might not be a bad idea. TP4056 charge controller fault protection with a solar connect. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool actually. Then I could USB plug charge in, plug in to charge. I have to look and see and power directly too. I don't know exactly how that works. Something different. Okay, cool beans. Gonna get this battery charged, and that's about all I can think of for an update.